Good morning, everybody. I've just had my workout and now I have a video idea that I want to do, and it's something I've never done before. So I need to do a little bit of research and plan how I can actually do this. So I'm going to do that now and figure out a place where I can buy supplies. Or maybe Natalie can go buy supplies. Because I also need to edit today. And right now it's Mid-Autumn Festival in Hong Kong, which is a very big holiday. I guess today is Mid-Autumn Festival Eve because the main holiday is tomorrow. So hopefully later today, if it stops raining, it's raining pretty heavily and thundering and lightning today. But if it stops, I want to take you guys to Victoria Harbour Park, where they do a lot of festivities. They have all these booths set up, kind of like Chinese New Year, but it's a little bit different. And I've actually never gone for Mid-Autumn Festival, so I want to see it too. We'll see if that can happen. But for now, I am gonna try and figure this out. Okay, so now I thought I would do a short Q&A because I planned on doing this a long time ago, answering some questions about the wedding. And I asked you guys for your questions, and then I was hospitalized and I just never got around to it. So I thought now would be a good time to answer it. I'm gonna go way back in my phone and find all the questions you guys wanted to know. I think mostly where and when is the wedding was the big one. So I'm gonna answer those right off the bat. Where is it? Actually, no, I need to be completely honest. I don't have anything planned right now. We don't really know what we want to do, and we're sort of going back and forth. And honestly, I've been thinking about this day my whole life and wanting to plan a wedding. I have a whole album on my phone that I've been collecting photos of things I like, whether it be decor or dresses or invitations, any little thing. But now that it's come to it, and I'm at the age I'm at, I kind of see things in a little bit more... Actually, no, I can't say that. A big fancy wedding is some people's dream, and that is amazing if they can do that, and it was my dream. But now I'm starting to think that I would be just as happy, honestly, just going and eloping and putting that money that it would have cost me for the wedding towards our apartment in Hong Kong or our apartment in Canada, or a really nice trip, something like that, or our future kids. Because I just feel like it's so much stress and it's so expensive, and then it's just all over in one night. I don't know. But at the same time, I would love to celebrate with my family and my friends. So it would be in Canada. We decided on that. When my boyfriend talked to my family, my boyfriend at the time talked to my family about proposing, my grandparents were kind of like, oh, but we really want to see it, because I talked about it on YouTube that I wanted it to be like in a garden somewhere outside Paris or something like that. And so they're like, oh yeah, we really want to see it. And my boyfriend made a promise that they would definitely be there. And now that it's here, I know that I would definitely, if I do have one, I definitely want my family there, because I'm so lucky to have my grandparents still around, and nothing would be more meaningful than celebrating love together with them. That being said, people, like our friends and family, are sort of scattered all over the world. I have a lot of friends that are off YouTube, that maybe you don't know so well, that I've met through modeling, that I've lived with them for a while, and they're just from so many different countries. My boyfriend has some family in Paris, some family here, friends here. So it's hard to please everyone with a date and place. A lot of people wouldn't be able to make it. At the same time, I talked to my friend Alyssa. She's actually working for an event company and she plans weddings, and she said she was able to throw together, especially if it's something small, she's able to throw together a wedding within 3 months. So that would be really cool. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm still moving forward with, like, there's things I definitely want to do no matter what, like try on wedding dresses, because no matter what I do, I could still wear a dress to the signing, or I could still have a party after. And yeah, to me the most important part is celebrating our love together and starting our future. And when planning for our future, things are getting pretty expensive. So I just think from a practical point, eloping may be a strong possibility in having a party or something later. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What did you guys do? Did any of you guys just elope, and did you ever regret that? Or did you have a huge wedding and regret that? Let me know what you guys think, because when I talk to people after they've done the bigger wedding, a lot of them told me like, I wish I just took a trip and eloped. I don't know. Okay, now let me find your questions. I just wanted to tell you my thoughts at the moment, because I feel like they've changed a lot. And maybe they'll change again, I don't know. But my fiance is sort of okay. He would be happy to just elope, but he understands if I want like the big proper wedding too. He's pretty much okay with anything. Is Rosie gonna be the ring bearer? Yes. If we have a wedding, Rosie will definitely be in it. So far, my wedding party consists of Rosie and Nana. Do you know what color scheme and scenery you want your wedding to be? Color scheme wise, I love a classic white wedding. I really like what Chiara Ferragni, I know I'm saying her Italian name wrong. She just married an Italian singer, Fedez, and they had this beautiful white, like white dripping flowers, really beautiful. So I love classic white, but I also love the new dresses Dior came out with kind of recently, and also Vera Wang with a pop of color. So I love those for bridesmaid dresses. And even for the bridesmaids, wearing slightly off-white or white, the way Kate Moss did it. I love Kate Moss's wedding photos. I think that looks really, really nice. When do you think you will have it? With all that I said aside, if I was to plan a wedding, it would probably take place a year from now. I would want it to be in the summer, Canada, the summer/fall of Canada. Then there's a lot of questions about the wedding dress. Would you consider a classic confection or something more sleek and modern? What's your ideal wedding dress? And I have a whole album of wedding dresses I like on my phone, and there's so many different styles because I don't really know what's gonna suit me, but that's gonna be a whole nother video because there's a lot to go into. So I'm gonna show you designs I like, and then I'm gonna actually go and try some on, and that is gonna come out, that's probably gonna be the next video that you're gonna see actually. So I'm gonna save all that for that video. Do you plan on staying in Hong Kong? Yes, we will. I think since we're having a home in Toronto and a home here, we would like to split our time, or at least spend more time in Canada than we do now. Once we have kids, that's gonna change because we're gonna need to decide where the kids will go to school. So where we spend most of our time will depend on that. And we aren't really sure, like we talked about it a little bit, but we haven't really come to a conclusion. And I think when it's actually happening, things are gonna change. It's not happening now at the moment, but yeah, so far we like to spend our time in sort of both places, and we often go back to Japan because my fiance has worked there. So those three places, I guess. Will you still cut your hair now that there's a wedding on the horizon? I know a lot of people said I should keep my hair long for the wedding, and like a bride with long hair looks better and you can do more hairstyles. And honestly, when I was in Japan, actually when I was with Charlotte shopping, this Japanese lady came up to us and she was like, "Taylor, I watch your vlogs." And then she straight out, very bluntly said, "I liked your hair better before." And I was kind of caught off guard. You're probably watching this and it's okay, you're entitled to your own opinion. I think I wasn't expecting that, and I was kind of like, oh, I wanted a fresh new look, and she was just like, yeah, it looks better long, which is okay. I know a lot of you guys think that too. But and then I even more awkwardly, the whole situation was kind of awkward because I didn't know what to say, and I awkwardly stretched out my hand to shake hers and was like, "It was nice to meet you." And she was just like, because Japanese people don't really touch or shake hands. I don't like my hair better one way or the other, but I think because I've never changed my hair, I still wanted to do it. And I'm still happy with my decision because I feel fresh and new and I love it, and I want to keep changing it now because I don't know what took me so long. But wedding wise, if I want to do a longer, like if I wear it up, I can still do a cute updo. I made sure I didn't cut it too short so that I can still have a little bit to play with if I want to put it up. Or I have extensions already actually, so if I want to have longer hair, I can do that. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not too, hair is sort of, actually a lot of things aren't really my primary concern, like how big the wedding is, or like even if I have a wedding at all, or like how I look. I don't know. Is that bad? I just don't really care about that stuff right now. I never thought that I would be like this. But I'm just really so in love, and I think right now I'm focusing more on our future, not really just the wedding, but the stuff we're doing now is like more further down the line. Maybe when I try on dresses, I'm gonna completely change my mind and want to do that. I don't know. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna talk about is my ring, because so many people mention that it's too big, it turns all the time, I should get it size smaller. And like I mentioned in our engagement video, we actually many months before, just for fun, went to try on rings and just look at them, and the salesperson had me size my finger and wrote down my size and gave it to my fiance very smartly. And so this is the size. Any smaller and I can't fit it over my knuckle. My knuckle is bigger than this area, so of course if I'm able to get it over this, that means that it's gonna turn a bit here. And they said if you change the bands around too much, it weakens the material and it's not really good for the ring. And I know that I'm gonna gain weight when I get pregnant or just as I age naturally, so I don't want to change it around too much, and I'm gonna let myself go a little bit after the wedding, so we need a little room. All right, so that's all I'm gonna answer about the wedding today. I hope that answers most of your questions. If you have any more, please let me know below in the comments. I feel like I don't really know myself what's going on. I'm too focused on the renovations of that apartment, other stuff in Canada. Also, I think it's important to add that if I was to give my younger self advice, because I think I got really caught up on what the perfect wedding should look like. Like, I have this whole Pinterest board of all the stuff that I should be having, and I thought that I should get married by a specific age, which in my mind was before 24, and like have kids. And when the time actually comes, it might not be any of that, and that's okay. Everyone gets married at their own pace. I'm turning 30 this year. I'm still not married, and that is completely fine. So try not to be so fixated on other people's wedding. Like, I watched so many beautiful weddings on YouTube, especially when I first got engaged, and I was like, oh, I want to have just that. But try not to be so fixated on those perfect weddings at the perfect age in society, because it might not work out like that, and that's okay. Everyone follows their different paths. Or maybe you won't get married at all, and that's also fine. Some people choose to focus more on other things, like their career, or maybe doing charity work. There's so many other things that could be more important in your life. So just do you, follow your own path, and do what you want to do with the one life you have. You don't need to follow by a specific guideline or do what other people are doing.
What is it?
It's about a man finding his identity. It's like,
oh, that's so you right now.
huh?
I like your makeup.
Really?
Yeah. Yay, Halloween videos coming.
I'm going to put everything in this background.
Yeah. So I'm turning you into a zombie.
What the f—
I'm just kidding. I'm not doing it. Is so small. My legs are 3/4.
Like this way, that's
okay, wait, maybe take it a little bit higher. I know we want to get the building, but
to be honest, you still look like a giraffe. I'm not that low right now, but you still look like a giraffe. No, please, no. There's kids. There's kids around, please stop.
You got the goods?
Yep, it's with me.
Just went back home quickly, and now we're back out and we're heading to eat dinner, and then we're we're going to go to a little festival for Mid-Autumn Festival. Babe, you want to explain what is Mid-Autumn Festival exactly in Hong Kong?
Mid-Autumn Festival. Originally, it's like some kind of old story. There is a princess went to the moon.
Went to the moon?
Yeah. I forgot the exact story, but like kind of like a princess went to the moon. And then people have to memorize that princess.
But then I read that like the Mid-Autumn Festival is on the 15th of the 8th lunar month every year. And the symbol is the moon, right? So the circle represents in Chinese unity. So coming together, like family. I read a lot of there's a lot of circle symbols. People will give sacrifices to the gods, but encircle fruit like pomegranate, grapes, and you eat the moon cakes for like a good harvest. And family comes together and has dinner.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I didn't know about the princess thing. I want to look into that. But there's a lot of carnivals and festivals going on right now, and dragon dances. Is it dragon dances or dragon fire dance or something? There's one in Tai Hang anyways. Tonight it should be really nice because the main thing, the main decoration for this festival is Chinese lanterns, and they're all lit up really nicely. So we are going to eat and then go check that out so I can show you guys what it's like to celebrate here for that Mid-Autumn Festival. So we're done at the festival. It was actually not so busy because we went a little bit early. We had an early dinner and then we went there early before everyone else is going there because they're eating dinner now. And we left and we're about to try and catch the fire dragon dance. Battery's gonna die, but I'm back home now. And it's really nice to see the little festival and the fire dragon. That was the first time I saw it, so it's a really nice day. I want to wish you guys a happy Mid-Autumn Festival, and I will see you guys very soon with my next video, which is gonna be trying on wedding dresses. Hey.